Okay, gang. Happy Sunday, and welcome to drawing session. Today I'm going to be working on the next Facebook header for the Geek Chat. The Geek Chat is a podcast done by my friends Desmond and Rich, and it's all about comic books, reviews, comments in pop culture, that kind of thing. And so, what you're seeing on the screen is um, actually the very first, or part of the very first header that I did for them. And I always use that as a base for whatever the next header is so that I keep characters looking um, consistent. And then they are over, and I've already flattened uh, a Facebook template that I know what my size is. Um, with this one, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing. I know it's going to be Christmas themed, so you're going to be seeing a lot of the process from the beginning. Uh, so from idea generation, and if I don't complete it today, I will make sure and do another stream leading it uh, before giving it to them because they're going to be using this header, I believe, uh, closer to the end of the year for their end of the year podcast. And Rich had suggested doing Santa Claus and reindeer type theme. Now, one of the shticks with uh, these characters is Rich's character is always trying to foil and attack Dez's character, who always manages to deflect it and do, you know, escape and that kind of thing. Um, in fact, you know what? I did show you, if you are unfamiliar, here, uh, find some of the older ones. Uh, this one was based off of, oh, that's the background. This one is based off of one of my favorite comic books, uh, I Hate Fairyland. And as you can see, Rich is got a dragon, and Des is playing the part of Happy and having a old time blasting each other. And I'm actually in the corner, kind of going, "Yeah, an artist's work is never done." And oh, the Minion one. I love the Minions. So after hearing a particular podcast by them where they were talking about Batman versus Superman and uh, Suicide Squad, I decided some kind of a minion thing where, Rich had said at one point, at least it didn't suck. So that's what inspired this one. Uh, Here's a one where they're Aquaman and Aquaman. I can't remember Aquaman's Black Mantis, Black Manta. Like, tried to do it in the vein of Super Friends. I think this was the second or third one. Here, oh yes, poison, poison cookie, and the awesome sauce Desmond used to boil the recent one. Wonder Woman and the Evil Wonder Woman. That's been on there for a while because I have not done a new hitter in quite a while. So, with that, I gotta come up with an idea live. So, and one of the other things I do is I try to use previous one uh, so that I have a previous one as a base. Oh no, no, God, no. Uh, uh, so that means I've got to get rid of layers, and I'm going. Oh, I blocked everything. Goody me. I need to get rid of all of this to free up space in the file. Probably silly to do it. How my mind works. Can we full group? Yeah. Oh. M. Now today I'm doing this in Photoshop. Is the program I usually draw in, except recently where I've been practicing during ink and doing the morning monsters. Um, but my first digital drawing was in Photoshop, and I want to try and keep the consistency between all of these. Okay. So, so all right, so that's banner. Darn. Machine. Snowball. Red and black. Now, since this sketch, or if you're going to work at this point, curtains for you, curtains for the new, the old year and beginning of the new. Curtains X. And it'll come. An army of snowmen. Okay, I got my or holding Holly. How to cook that. All right. So, idea more or less set. It's there. So, oh, camera moved. Sorry about that. You don't need to be watching his computer. Oh, I didn't realize the camera had moved. That's all. Okay. I fixed it. Oh, here. There we are. All right, so I'm gonna get some water here. And since I like, most people draw in blue because concentration, that they use that as an color for their sketch because it doesn't photocopy as well, or you can get rid of it. It doesn't really matter what color you use, especially for digital. You have to pick that color and get rid of it, or put it on a layer like I've done. But as I am sketching, switched over from red because red's my color. Uh, red is always working sketch layer. Go green. Alright, so the very back. And opacity. I'm not going to worry about the, excuse me, worry about the background. Fill screen. Which, and if you come in and are in the chat room while I'm doing this, please comment, ask questions. Happy to answer them. Or if you're seeing after live stream, as always, leave a question or comment, and question I will get back to you. Or you can always email me, press.com. And no matter when you're watching this, decide to be a follower. Once I reach 25 followers, drawing giveaway where I will draw something here on a live stream, and then I will pick or have the computer pick at random someone from those first 25, receive the drawing. In case of a digital piece, they will get the only print. Or maybe I can send a digital file and then they can print as they want. I do that. I haven't. I'm still thinking about it. Um, maybe maybe at a higher level, we get to 50, 100. Maybe I'll do a live traditional piece, and then that piece will go to the everyone who's gotten up to that point. I'm still working on that. Still trying to figure out what I can do. But it will be an art giveaway of some kind. Excuse me. Schmutzy. And if you've been watching videos, you've been a little bit of progress in updating my stream. I hope you like it. Just recently, how to do the overlay. Even learned how to do the music, the different alerts, and now I learned how to do putting on slideshow. Wait. So now you can the bottom corner over here can see some of and that are now available, or in the case Deathbringer Prophecy, that's still coming, still in the editorial process. And then some of the, like there's a Morning Monster there that I recently did. That's my very first comic book, Vector Course, first issue. And so I'm going to be adding more to it, and as see the overlay, those are all examples of art that I've done. A lot of it's the line it is drawn, but books in there, minion stuff, my Morning Monsters, and I think I even got, yeah, right. No, there's down on the bottom, off to the side. You're that way, right side of matte painting. And you can see that work on my website, rltpress.com, or at least some of it. Still trying to take time to actually build up my website. I did a revamp because I'm really tired of the Yahoo site builder. Just not happy with it. which has earrings. Ooh. Oh, okay. I have said this in previous streams, done it again. I have forgot to lock this layer. Oh, can't see it. Overlay. I've forgotten to lock my underdrawing. That's what I normally do. So I started erasing on it. So stop that, lock it, and get to the layer where I was going to draw the red line. That But as this is a sketch layer, it doesn't. It's a habit I'm trying to stay with. Buckle. In the end. Actually, backwards. Oh wait, you know what? Just finish drawing a bit. That's what I'll do. Wonderful thing. Do something, even if you end up what I've done here, because ball and weight should be on the back foot, should be lifted. Uh, this foot, fix this. That's okay. Sometimes, well, handy dandy drawing people. I could spend baseball, but I don't. Hmm? This is a like a generic action figure, and they're used for drawing. I've got a male and a female, and it's really good to help work if you're drawing on the fly and you don't have time to for reference. I have a huge reference library too, so sometimes it's just much easier. Go to this, and then when um, I'm doing the detail work, go through my go through my reference library and find the piece that I want to reference. It's not set in stone, but there we are. Again, it's a cartoon. So it doesn't have to form to utter reality, but judgment that yes, this gotta go. All right, here. since it's already, or not yet, I'm going to merge. Gotten rid of to a degree that background is helping a little more clearly my fractal. King. That's so okay. Yeah. Hello there. Got some of that. I heard it. Oh, is that you, Des? I am that. So, ah, hey, Des. That is Des, right? That looks like a familiar nickname. How are you doing today? Oh, cool. Thanks, Des. Did Rich tell you what the theme was going to be for this one? You can see it's kind of Christmassy. He said you should be Rudolph and that he was going to be evil Santa Claus. So I've got him throwing snowballs, and some of them are spiked, and uh, you're wearing antlers and a red nose, eating a cookie, and controlling these snowmen minions. Oh, you're studying. Oh, that's right. You've got finals. Yeah, it does sound like Rich. Well, the last one was also his idea. So after this one, you need to come up with one for the for when you guys start the new season. Is this better? This. Magic. Oh wow, Nightbot actually works. You start again in January. Beginning of January? End of January? Because I've been bad. I've not been listening to as many of the podcasts as I want. Schedule's been just kind of really weird. But hey, I got a Deathbringer done. Got Morning Monsters done. So Early January. Okay. Well, since you're here, Des, normally I put the X-Men symbol on your T-shirt for your character, with the Wonder Woman bracelets. But since it's going to be kind of the ugly holiday sweater, what kind of symbol do you think I should put on it? Oh, well, that's good. One of the things I was gonna Oh, okay. All right. Well, duh, because you're doing snowman. Okay, that sounds good. One of the things I was wanted to tell you guys or mention to you guys is maybe doing something like what I'm doing now with Geek Chat, because you sometimes do the Facebook Live stuff, but this might have a better chance of getting a bigger audience, and I think you can do more with it, and I think it has a little more flexibility than say YouTube. But I'm also on YouTube. I'm actually simul- simultaneously streaming this on Twitch and YouTube, but I'm only paying attention to Twitch because that's my main channel. Power of the sweater. Power of the sweater compels you. All right. Lock that layer. I just went to. I just started watching people, and um, there is. I can give you some links. I'll put some links in the descriptions, but there is some Twitch 101s videos, and I just spent some time watching them, and that's how I figured it out. Um, and I think it could explain it way better than I ever could. Oh, is Rich watching too? Cool. Hey, Rich. There's you know what? Hold on a second. I will side. Are the Okay, that's one source. You need to look for his Twitch 101s. Um, oh yeah, the Streaming 101 podcast. And there was another one recently discovered that helped me learn how to do the overlays and so on. Seeing it saved them of me. I've logged it. If I find it, I will email it to you. But it um, was a really good set of videos that this English guy was doing. Life of me, I can't. History. Watching uh, Heroes and Halfwit, which, by the way, if you guys like D&D, it's been really fun watching. I know it sounds kind of silly watching somebody playing D&D, but it's been really funny. Wow. Back. Just oh, it's gaming careers. That's who this is. So those are two really excellent resources that if you really want to learn how to do this, I highly recommend. Like this live with the camera is actually through my iPhone, and I got an app that turns your iPhone into a webcam. So, and one of the things I'm going to be doing is with this as well is every 25 followers, I'm going to be doing an art giveaway, and I'm still working on how I'm going to do that. But at first, it's going to be digital, like a digital print or something that they can get from a drawing that I've done here on the stream. And then if I get to like 100, then I'll do a traditional version, and they'll get the actual physical copy. At least that's what I'm thinking about right now. Okay, so where was I? I was going to do the snowman next. Let's do the dead one. The knocked down one. Have the big snowball with the spike because he's protected. Desmond. Heads pop off. Say, ooh. Nose. Uh, snow on the ground. Instead of blood in the ground, it's snow on the ground. Files. Yes, you will have a shiny, glowing red nose. So, but I'm not sure I'm that one, but I'm on it anyway. Case. He hasn't been animated yet. No. Oh, in the Snowmaker. Excuse me. Riffs. Oh, hey, Paul. Bill's actually behind me. Gosh darn it. He didn't volunteer to be in this, so he doesn't. Nobody needs to be seeing what's on his computer. I need to get a. I need to get a better. Gosh darn it. Webcam. But for now, this works. What? Oh, it looks like my my camera's. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm trying to. There's a delay between what's on the camera and what's on the website, so I try to keep uh the screen up that is the more live and closer to what I'm doing because it throws me off sometimes to what I am saying. They say bye bye. Hey, it's not showing. Oh well. back to drawing. I was gonna put stars. That snowman. Put the here. All that. Happy with. Oh yeah. Yes, I did. I cut it and donated it to kids for that have cancer for their wigs. Because this year we decided, um, after looking at the moolah, we didn't have nearly as much here, but um, we realized that we have enough stuff, and that there's there was so much that just happened this year where people just lost everything, and so we decided that our Christmas gift to everybody was that we would donate all our as much money as we could to an international charity, which the one we did was for helping recovery in Puerto Rico. Um, the national one was St. Jude's Children's Hospital. A local one, Teen Center, and then I donated my hair to uh, make wigs for kids with cancer. Um, so no cookies for everybody. Sorry. Maybe next year. Hopefully next year will be a better year. Sure, it's just all right. So I said out with 2,000. X there, and since I've brought the snowdrift up, gotta move over the title a little bit, but that's okay. Spring. Alright, that's fun. Okay. So I think that is good for your drawing. You guys. Now, isn't that messy? Brush. Oh, I need. Why don't I just get rid of it, you may think. I still want it there. So putting white over it sort of like tissue paper. So I can still see it, but it's is predominant. Now we can. Oh, you want me to show you take out show the bottom layers and see what I've done before? Okay. Um. Down. So I explained earlier at the beginning that with each of these headers, I have a template, and I always refer back to the very, very first header that I did, which is this one. so that I can have something to reference, so the characters always, uh, look consistent. I don't want them looking any wildly different. And it gives me the sense of proportion. So this is all ready to go. When it's done, then I message it to you guys so that you can just pop it in when you want. Uh, so let's see here. From there, I did a sketch, which was just the rough, to say, and you can see I accidentally drew on it, which I don't like doing, and got my idea down real quick, and then I took that. When I drew Rich's character, uh, he was a little further down on the page, so I moved him up, and that's when I realized I had drawn on the other layer. So, uh, so I had to work on that, and that is in its own little folder, my layers folder. And then from there, I did all of that. And then you saw me doing all of that. And I take these folders which have those different layers. I don't want them joined. I'm talking to the screen and not to the camera. And just knock it down a little bit so that the sketch is light but still there. And my tissue there. And all of that was drawn in the pencil tool. And I also said earlier that normally people draw with blue because that's traditionally what uh, illustrators use for photocopying and so on, so that when you inked over it, you didn't see it in the photocopy or in the printing process. Um, but since it's digital, or even now, a lot of people will use red, green, uh, whatever suits their fancy. Uh, so when I'm drawing digitally now, I prefer to start with red, and then once I'm done with the layer, it changes color, and that's what I had done. I had done blue. Now, with this, you can see because I really want to make sure that it's separate. I wanted the drapery to be green, that I knew where my lines were, and so that's where I'm gonna. Oh, you can't see them. That's the problem with the overlay, is that you got to. So yeah, the pencil line tool, and now I'm gonna go to the brush tool, and well, I have a specific tip that I use that I've made custom for uh, for inking, and I actually follow basically. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. Guy that did Spawn, Todd McFarlane. I've watched a couple of his streams where he talks about how he makes his brushes, and um, when I'm drawing in Photoshop, that's the brush I use, or at least for inking. But I've been working in Manga Studio Clip Paint Pro now with inking, especially with the Inktober and the coloring book, and I really like how those lines are coming out. Still testing it, because with any new tool, you're not going to be perfect with it or have it where you want it. But I'm the learning curve is really good for me. I'm liking a lot of the line widths. It looks very much like you're um, brushing or using a crow quill. Okay, so back. I want to try and at least get to the inking the whole thing. I'm going to be working on this all afternoon and try and get it done today. And as much as possible, I'm going to try and stream the whole thing. I may take a break to eat, but I'll be back after that. So, in fact, it's a little after 1 o'clock now. So I may stop in a half an hour and get some lunch and then come back. And then once this is done and sent off to you guys, I may take a drawing break and go kill some zombies. I hope you guys are having a really good holiday season so far, and that the Rich that the store is doing good.
I can always. That didn't sound right. I can hear you guys laughing. Um, no, the hardness on the edge of the eraser. There's a slider in Photoshop. You can't see it because of the overlay. So you can do 100% or 0, and I had it at 0. So that means it's very fuzzy edge. Here, because well, there's supposed to be a live chat on the channel because I can actually chat with you. I mean, I can read what you're doing so I can respond vocally. But the chat, every time you do something, it's coming in on chat. Um, I know there's a way to do, uh, with the headphones and the microphone for everybody. As far as if you have it, then there's a voice chat. I haven't figured that out yet, so I know it's something to do with Discord, something like that. Um, but I'm taking baby steps because it is about the art, and so it took me, I want to say it took me an hour, a little over an hour, just to re-update the overlay and figure a couple things out. Some of this, some of the processes that you have to go through to get this to look the way it is and so on can be complicated, or at least to me it is. Um, but once it's explained, I got it. But I haven't delved into the voice chat where I can hear you on something else because I know that other streamers do have like discords, and I know Bill gave me something to look at. What's it called? C3. Uh, but and I think those are both for um, gaming, but can be used for this kind of thing. In fact, I was it last week? Um, the gay geeks were looking for, or ex gays. I'm sorry, ex gays. Um, were looking for Twitch streamers to be a part of their uh, group, as it were. So a group of streamers that help each other out. Uh, and they gave me a whole bunch of information about Discord and joining that, and I haven't done that yet. So, oh, thank you, whoever that is. um, I'm still not sure what those little sounds mean, though. Ah, well, thank you, Trapper. Um, but yeah, the Discord thing, I'm still not uh entirely sure of yet. Am I going to put Rich is going to his character is going to be in red with uh black instead of white fuzz. Oh, okay, thank you, Trapper. And then I'm gonna make when I do color it Des, it's gonna Rich's beard will be white, because he's supposed to be the evil Santa. So red suit, black trim. Mr. S makes this great leather Santa hat that's red with the black trim that I really like, or at least they used to. And then for your character, Des, since we're doing the ugly sweater thing, and we're gonna do the snowman power, it's probably gonna be a dark blue with a light blue snowman. I'm thinking with the same color uh, power that's coming out of your character's hand and animating the snowmen. Yeah, it's a really cool hat, and Bill keeps asking me, occasionally asks me about what kind of Santa hat I want, and that's the hat I want. Although Bill does have this really fun uh, one that's still red, but instead of white, it is leopard print. What? He loves that hat. Why don't you go get it? Go get it. I think it's in the closet, where the coat closet. highlight that. Ooh, the side of the box. All right. Don't want. I may have to move it around. Oh. So this is the leopard print hat. And then he's got right there. Yeah, we'll take a minute. I can't seem to get the live one. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you got to come down. You got to come down. There you go. And where's the other one? Huh? Oh, do the magic out of frame. And, oh, what do you? Oh, okay. My husband. Thank you, sweetie. There you go. Okay, so back to the drawing. I'm gonna leave Rich's character on its own layer for right now in case I want to move it around. So I'll lock that. When I say lock that, because I know you can't see the layers thing, there's this little lock symbol, and it locks the layer so that you cannot do anything until you unlock it. Which is versus doing this where you lock the transparency, and it's for that kind of locking is really good for doing flat work where you've got these large sections of color, and you can lock the transparency so nothing will go outside that pool of color. And in this case, when I finally get to the end part and am changing the color of the lines, I'll do that. But for now, I just want to leave it alone and move on. Which done rich. I will. Yes. got some there. Okay. Oh, we have squirrels. Yep. I can't tell, but I saw movement. Is it Chester? Oh, it was on the table. We have a bunch of squirrels that come out on our patio and we feed them, and they were getting a little aggressive, so we had to change our tactics because we both love squirrels. And they've learned, well, mostly. One still likes to jump at the window, but we moved the screen away from that door, uh, and now it just tries to climb up the glass. It's just not. It's just not right. But our mistake with them was that by hand at the door, and they were getting way too aggressive. So we got some new features, and the one squirrel that I was feeding by hand granola, because she would um, take granola bars out of my hand. Uh, she's the only one I will hand feed. Even she started getting aggressive because getting to winter and it's really cold here comparatively, and uh, fattening up for winter. Okay. Okay. So this slightly magnified. Well, normally he has Wonder Woman or X-Men uh, outfit. His normal character looks like that, or more or less. I, I, I try to keep the characters looking consistent within their um, when their costumes, but then we started doing different things. That's normally Rich's. He's got a Magneto T-shirt. Uh, but then I think starting with the Minion piece, I started doing costumes. Or at least they started requesting costumes. Because this idea here. Oh, that's funny. I used to watch Bob Ross as a kid, and I do have curly hair. And if I get it uber long and get it all frizzed up, I could do that. But I just cut my hair for charity, so not doing that again. Not for a while, anyways. Back. Well, thank you. I enjoy doing them. It's just a little bit of help that I can do for my friends. Oh no, no. Is it Chester? It went by too fast. Yeah, well, okay. Hmm. No, they smell fine. But is that the last of them? Walnuts for the squirrels. Like I said, we spoil the squirrels. All right. Does what was the last class you were taking that you're getting on finals? At them. Oh, I forgot to. Okay. One of the problems with this digital pen, sometimes the nib will stick and then suddenly your line just goes. Bleh. When I first got this, I was having that problem all the time. It was really frustrating. But then I also discovered that Wacom and Adobe don't get along very well. So that was the other thing I was unaware of when we got this tablet. Okay. Now, one thing I haven't done yet is save. Jeez. I've had too many instances where I have screwed something up or the computer's died on me. Oh my god, the computer before this one, you'd be in the middle of just and click, and it'd restart. And it would do that sometimes 20 times in half an hour. And it got maddening. And when it finally reached that point, it got me a new computer because it was just stupid. So I will never be, I will not buy another Dell again. I think this was an Acer. Yeah, it's an Acer Predator. Yeah, yeah, it's worked so much better than the Dell. Oh yeah, that's Chester. That's one theme I haven't done for you guys yet is Doctor Who. No, I'm using uh an Acer Predator here. I'm going to move the camera for a second. So that's kind of what it looks like. It's got Acer Predator on the side. Ah, great. And now I've lost. Yeah, well, no, I didn't lose the stream. I lost um the computer and the phone were not communicating. After that, there we are. And for the tablet, I'm using uh, it's a 22-inch Wacom tablet. Okay. Davros. Okay. I was thinking the Master, but the Davros would be a good one as well. No, no, no. Des would be the Doctor, and Rich's character would be Davros, and have him be like surrounded by Daleks or something. That's what I'm thinking. Well, maybe that'll be the one for the new year because we're gonna have the new Doctor. So maybe I can put you in drag and you can be the new Doctor, the blonde wig. You've done Wonder Woman. Huh? Yeah. Come on, if you're gonna. Oh, sexy. The TARDIS. Oh, be the Doctor's wife. Well, oh, and and throwing and being mad at him. Oh, you meant River. Oh, well, no, 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 no. He's supposed to be. River's not evil. She's a psychopath. She's not evil. No, so no, I like Davros. You like that, Des? Do the 13th Doctor? Okay, I need to. I will find a picture of her then, and that'll be the next one. See, see how easy that was. Any excuse to draw Doctor Who. Thinking of doing the glasses in red since it's a holiday theme. But then that would be red nose, red glasses, so I'll think about it. Not at the color stage yet. Interesting music that Twitch is giving. I'm using their free library and I haven't listened to it. Just plugged it in and just now hearing some of the music. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Well, I tell you what, gang, I am close. We're getting on close to 2. I'm gonna call a break for a little bit so I can eat lunch. About a half an hour, and then I'll be back. So please come back, continue the fun, and we'll try and burn through the rest of this. I definitely want to get this done today. Okay? So I will be back shortly. I can figure out where my cursor is.